Welcome back to the Mr. Showtime podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid. I am afraid. I'm very afraid. Very unequivocally, immensely, intensely, very, very afraid. And so should you. I'd like to reference the movie The Matrix, right? There's a particular phrase that Morpheus utters to Neo in the first movie, right? When they were walking through the simulation, right? The fake simulation, preparing Neo, and after Neo woke up from the fake simulation, right? He was busy talking to Morpheus, and Morpheus basically is a part where Morpheus tells him that, Neo, everyone who's ever faced an agent has died. Anyone and everyone is and can be an agent. Most people are comfortable with the comfortable lie, and they will fight you to protect the comfortability of the lie, the system, the matrix. Those are very prolific and profound statements by Morpheus, and I'm starting to see it in real life. Don't try to discourage me. It's just Morpheus. It's happening right here, right under you, right in front of you, right? Mark Zuckerberg was hosted on the Joe Rogan Podcast with Joe Rogan, where he admitted in broad daylight that he was colluding with the FBI to censor information about Hunter Biden's laptop and the content that was inside the laptop and all the files and all the evidence and all the pictures of him smoking pot, smoking weed, popping bottles with models, usually underage girls. This is all the and information about his dealings with Ukraine, the Biden crime family, all his dealings with certain Ukraine politicians such as Zelensky, right? All these deals with going on with Ukraine back and forth, and how he's been benefiting financially, but that's a different story. I digress. But this is all the evidence that Facebook stopped from coming out just before the 2020 presidential elections. The same evidence that would have prevented Joe Biden from becoming president. The FBI, along with most of the mainstream network platforms, they're under Joe Biden's payroll. They're Democrat leaning, right? They're working for Sleepy Joe. Anything and everyone under you. They're working for to push the radical leftist agendas. The education system, tertiary institutions, education institutions have become indoctrination camps, teaching critical race theory and LGBTQ lessons in schools. It's all happening in real time right now. But the biggest one of all is Mark Zuckerberg admitting that the FBI came to him and they sort of whispered, hey, there's a false Russia propaganda coming, so censor that, shall you? Yeah. Now, of course, they weren't talking about Russia propaganda. No. They were basically speaking in code, right? And they made a point to say it off air, off the record, right? They literally approached him and verbally told him that, hey, censor this type of information. It's Russian collusion propaganda, right? So even I tweeted about it back in 2020 on my Twitter and on Facebook. and the link got decapitated, right? Got censored. Oh, this post goes against our community guidelines. I'm like, oh yeah, of course it does. Of course it does. Because it makes Joe Biden look bad. And then they try to excuse it. Oh, it's false information. It's false Russian propaganda. You mean the same propaganda that the leftist media, MSNBC, CNN, Good Morning America, have been propagating about, Trump colluding with Russia during the 2016 presidential elections. Lies, which was disproven to be lies. They have no proof and evidence of that. And then they continue to try to impeach Trump, and then they lost. They fell flat on their faces because Trump was acquitted. Not once, but twice. And now the FBI is trying again to negatively smear Trump's name in the bad lights. This is all happening during election year. This year is midterm elections over in America, right? So, without trying to rambling on too long, the point here is all institutions that you know of, either they are or can be Agent Smiths, agents of the system. They've been commandeered, they've been compromised, they've been assimilated. You know when Agent Smith puts his hand on your chest and then you start assimilating, you becoming an agent? Yeah. Your bosses at work, your CEOs, your supervisors, your managers, your teachers, all of them they are or can be Agent Smiths. Propagating and pushing leftist narratives to, usher in the NWO. And the scary part of it is the average normie, the average person, aka, the NPCs, aka the hip-nogging, knuckle-dragging mouth breathers, are just going to stand by, even though they know this, but they're just going to sit by passively and they're just going to allow this to happen right in front of our eyes. Right in front of your very eyes. They're just going to sit there and they're going to allow it. They're going to what? No, I don't see it. Nothing. Oh, hi, my name is Bob. Oh, what a lovely day today. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, look at me. I graduated from my sociology useless degree. Ha, ha, ha. Hi, Robert. How are the kids and how are the wife and the kids? Oh, nothing, Jimmy. Oh, the usual occurrences. Ha, ha, ha. My wife put me in the doghouse. Ha, ha, ha. You know how it goes. Happy wife, happy life. Ha, ha, ha. NPCs. The average normie, they're just gonna allow this to happen. Fall for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gone. We are gone.